Good morning, y'all. I'd say it's bright and early here, but it's not even bright. The sun hadn't come out enough that I still need the lights. Got a little bit more done last night before I shut her down. Got both heads on, as you can see. Got the driver's side cams bolted up, the valve covers on. About to do the same with the passenger side head. Check the valve lash. Yeah, I've got a pretty long day ahead of me. Some things I got to do. Got to get the long block finished, get everything put back on it. Of course, get it completely ready to go back in the car. I do have a bunch of stuff I'm probably going to swap out before I start the car. Full disclosure, got a new clutch for it, ACT, some fancy, these are going to go on here in a few minutes, fancy things for the back of the head that look shiny. Got the Get a Dom cylinder 4 cooling mod. What's this? Which one is this? Oh, that's the new belt tensioner. Pencil holders, spark plugs. Got a new turbo inlet under there. The IAG AOS. I'm going to try to get in today as well. And if I get to it, before I put the intake manifold on, I'm going to probably go ahead and install these shiny things. I've got some Cobb 1050s to put on. I'm going to go ahead. I was going to do the fuel stuff one at a time and tune each one, but honestly, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it before Christmas, and I'll be gone again at the end of January, so I'm going to go ahead and do all that. Got their fuel pressure regulator kit. What else have I got? Fuel pump. I can't do the fuel pump because I could, but the fuel tank's full. My wife had just filled it up when the motor blew. So I'll probably put that in later on in the week. What else? Injectors, regulator. Oh, flex fuel and fuel pressure sensor. Get those in. That way, if I take this to out of town in my off time, I can tinker with it, see about maybe getting it ready for flex fuel. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. Kind of give you an idea of how I've been doing this. So I'm going to work my way this way, obviously. If you look, the cams for the passenger head, got the oil pickup here and the windage tray from Killer Bee, water pump, timing belt stuff, which I need to grab. New tensioner, get it over here so I don't forget. And timing covers, motor mounts, oil pan, crank pulley. Yeah, so I'm gonna get trucking along on that. Of course, I'm gonna put the smog sensors back in, the up pipe, down pipe, turbo, of course the flywheel. I probably won't do the up pipe and down pipe, obviously. I'm not gonna do those till I get the motor in the car, but flywheel. Once I get the thing bolted up, get the starter in there, I'll probably do the exhaust before I do the intake. So manifolds, all that. Got my accessory drive and top mount and all that. So, and then of course the intake and the batteries over there. long day. I don't know if I'm going to get as far as I want, but it's, you know, I'm getting an early start, and I'm going to go as long as I can today. So anyway, I'll post up an update when I can. This is, like I said, I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so I'll try to make this video worthwhile, but the more important thing to me is getting the car running. So talk to you all in a little bit. All right, y'all, so I've been going at it for about 2 hours. Got both valve covers on, cam seals in, got the pickup and the window tray from Killer B in, got the oil pump and water pump in. I took the you know, I got the ABCS solenoids back on, you know, the pipes on the back of the heads, my shiny block off plates, coolant routing, ABCS oil lines. Getting kind of close to being done. I'm waiting on the, clean the oil pan off. I'm waiting on it to dry before I put that on. Pretty much, let's see, got the oil pan and the pick and the dipstick and the fill tube, the inner belt cover, then, you know, timing, and once I get that on, timing cover, crank pulley, motor mounts, and it'll be ready to go on on the hoist for the get the flywheel and the clutch on. All in all, not too bad. Like I said, I kind of organized everything. When I set everything out, I kind of, you know, that's how I did it. Yeah, it's on the floor, but this is the first things to really be on the floor right there. And I've been cleaning as I go, before I put them on the motor. But you know, I just started in the back, worked my way forward. That way when, you know, I worked my way towards the wall, I was putting stuff on, and it just helped me keep it organized in my head. It's just something I tend to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to it. Once the oil pan's dry, I'm gonna seal it up and put it on. Like I said, getting close to having it ready to go in. Then before I put it in, I want to go ahead and set up, get the oil separator mounted. I got to get in there and clean the input shaft off, and yeah, get ready to put the clutch in. So that's just a quick update again. Yep, I'm just taking my time. I'm actually making pretty good time, I think. Hopefully nothing else stops me. I'm gonna probably, once I get ready to put the motor in, and because I'm gonna wait for assistance for that after I get it in. Before I put the intake manifold on, like I said, I'm gonna do the pencil holders, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and do the injectors and the fuel pressure regulator. Just because I want to, you know, I'm going to be babying it anyway this week, you know, not really getting into boost, breaking the motor in. So might as well tune the low end side of it while I'm at it. Anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. What's going on, y'all? So it is now 5:05 in the afternoon. The motor is in and mounted. I've started running the IAG AOS lines. I've also gone ahead and put my pencil holders on along with the 1050s, as you can see. This better angle, you can see the red tops and maroon tops. All the stock stuff. Getting pretty tired. Yeah, so what do I got left to do? Well, I got to get the exhaust bolted up because I need to get the turbo in here so I can route all these AOS lines. I got to get the starter bolted up too. Once I get the starter, exhaust, and the turbo bolted up, I'd probably go ahead and set the intake in and do the AOS routing, and also hook up all the wiring. Then obviously get the accessory drive hooked up. Then pretty much radiator setup, top mount, battery, cold air, downpipe, obviously part of the exhaust too. Yeah, so it's coming along. I got to get the turbo inlet out. Been, you know, we fought a little bit with the motor, gave us trouble getting it back in. Didn't want to give us that last inch, you know. But anyway, so I'm kind of worn out. Been going at it all day, and I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to get done, honestly, because I'm out of energy. I was hoping to have this ready to go today, but I should have known better that, you know, things wouldn't go as planned. So it is what it is. You know, I'm eventually going to run out of light in here. Even with my lights, it's not enough to see up under there. So you know how it is. It just, once it gets dark, I'm going to be, you know, have to quit for the night. Did get the Cylinder 4 cooling mod in, at least what I hope is a good spot. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If I do manage to get some more stuff done today, I'll post it up, but if not, I'll just have to continue on. All right, I shall return. Hey everybody. All right, so it's now about 6:20. Let's see, where did I leave off? I've got the manifold, heat shields, and up pipe in. I also have the turbo in. Don't like to run the oil and coolant, but I'm really slowing down, running out of steam here, but I'm going to keep going as much as I can. I'm going to probably try and get the downpipe in next and go from there. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I know it was probably the hardest part of the exhaust to get off before, so we'll see how it goes going back in. And it's starting to get dark, so I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to work under there. But anyway, just a quick update. I'll be back.